Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're the show that, well, cuts through the noise, gets right into the source material, and pulls out the insights that matter for you.
Yeah, and today we're looking at something pretty big, something that could genuinely change how you deal with money, with investments, maybe even how global finance itself works.
It sounds ambitious, I know. Imagine a financial system, right, that's as easy as quick as sending a text.
Exactly. A world where managing your assets, buying, selling it all, settles in just seconds,
Not days like we're used to.
not days. And where compliance is kind of built in, automated.
Mm.
And maybe crucially, no single company is pulling all the strings, taking huge fees.
Okay, that sounds, well, it often sounds like science fiction, doesn't it? But we're actually talking about something real, something happening now. It's the promise of the Stellar Network.
Uh-huh. And that's our focus for this deep dive. We want to understand how Stellar, especially with its use of AI, is aiming for, well, incredible speed, transparency, and efficiency in finance.
So, our mission today. We're digging into key bits from Stellar's AI revolution, the future of decentralized finance.
Yeah, we want to see what makes Stellar different, how it might genuinely challenge the big names, think JP Morgan, the NYSE, NASDAQ, and what that actually means for your financial life down the road.
Okay, let's lay the groundwork. What exactly is Stellar? Because the material suggests it's way more than just a way to send payments.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's much broader. What the research shows is it's really a full package. Think of it like this. It's a decentralized exchange, or DEX.
Okay.
It's a platform for smart contracts. And it's built to be compliance-friendly, all sort of rolled into one system.
Right, it's designed specifically for finance, unlike some other blockchains, perhaps.
Exactly. It tackles the complexities head-on with a fundamentally different approach.
You mentioned smart contract platform. That's a term many listeners interested in this space will recognize. Programmable money, right? How does Stellar use that specifically? And what makes it, reliable?
So the core blockchain, Stellar's ledger, it records everything, assets, payments, the whole history, and it does it immutably.
Meaning it can't be tampered with.
Correct. Once it's there, it's there. That creates this incredibly solid, verifiable financial record. Very different from traditional systems where things can get a bit murky.
Fragmented audit trails and things.
Precisely. In the smart contracts, they let you automate complex financial agreements. They run themselves. No need for trust between parties because the code handles it. This opens up so many possibilities for automated services, customized assets, you name it.
Okay, that's the tech side.
Yep.
But let's talk practical benefits. For someone actually using this, what's the biggest draw?
Well, besides the speed and the transparency we mentioned, it's got to be the cost.
Ah, yes.
I mean, traditional finance, you've got banks, brokers, all taking their cut. With Stellar, the transaction fees are, well, they're tiny.
How tiny are we talking?
A fraction of a cent, seriously.
Wow. Okay, that's not just shaving off a bit. That's disruptive.
It fundamentally changes the economics of moving money or assets.
That fraction of a cent fee, it really does put the pressure on the big players, doesn't it? Like JP Morgan.
It has to.
I mean, JP Morgan handles trillions, tracks ownership, manages compliance globally. It's massive.
It's the definition of the old guard, the centralized system. But Stellar basically asks, okay, what if a network could do all that?
But faster.
Faster, way cheaper, and without needing all those middlemen. That's the core challenge Stellar presents. It's aiming for that same level of function, but with radical efficiency.
And this is where it gets really interesting, I think. The material calls it Stellar's secret weapon, built-in compliance and transparency.
Yeah, this is key. It's not just about moving value quickly. It's about embedding the rules, the regulations, directly into the digital assets on the network.
How does that work in practice?
So financial institutions can issue assets, say, a digital bond or stock, with the compliance requirements literally coded in from the start.
Okay.
And then AI comes into play. It can monitor transactions in real time.
So not waiting for an audit weeks later.
No, instantly. It can flag suspicious activity right away. The idea is the network almost self-regulates.
Interesting.
What's really fascinating about the AI here isn't just flagging things after they happen. It's about prediction. The system learns what normal, legitimate transactions look like.
Okay.
And then it can spot deviations proactively, maybe even adjust things in real time. It's less like police catching criminals, more like building financial integrity predictively. It changes how you establish trust.
Right, so it's anticipating problems, not just reacting. And a crucial point you mentioned earlier, Stellar isn't owned by one company.
Exactly. No single entity controls it. That prevents manipulation, encourages fairness. The goal is a truly open global financial infrastructure, quite different from the power structures we see today.
Which naturally brings us to the other giants, stock exchanges like the NYSE and NASDAQ.
Right.
If you've ever bought or sold stocks the traditional way, what are the usual complaints?
Oh, well, it's slow, isn't it? Trades take days to actually settle. T+2, T+1. Still not instant.
And expensive. Broker fees add up.
They do, and often it feels like the big institutions get better prices, faster execution. It just feels old, like it was built for a different time.
So how does Stellar's decentralized exchange, the DEX, tackle that?
It flips the script. First, instant settlements. We're talking seconds, not days.
Seconds, okay.
Second, no brokers needed in the traditional sense. You can trade directly with another person, peer-to-peer.
Cutting out the middleman.
Cuts out layers of cost and delay. Now, that no brokers part is interesting. For individuals, fantastic. But what about institutions needing more complex services?
Yeah, like risk management advice, deep liquidity access,
Yeah.
things brokers sometimes provide.
That's a fair point. And Stellar's designed for that, too. It allows for what they call anchors.
Anchors.
Yeah. Think of them as regulated entities. Banks, money service businesses that bridge the old and new worlds. They issue assets onto the Stellar network and redeem them back into traditional currency. So institutions can participate in a regulated way.
Okay, so it accommodates both direct peer-to-peer and institutional involvement.
Precisely. And for the individual, that direct trading opens up amazing things like fractional ownership.
Ah, I
Yeah.
saw that mentioned. Buying tiny pieces of expensive assets.
Exactly. The example given is you could buy, say, just $1 worth of Apple stock if you wanted.
$1.
$1. Imagine, that totally changes who can invest. It breaks down huge barriers to entry. Anyone with an internet connection could potentially participate.
But how do you make sure you get a fair price without a broker hunting for the best deal?
Good question. That's where the AI-powered liquidity comes in.
Okay.
It's not just simple order matching. AI algorithms are constantly looking at the market depth across the entire network, predicting demand, finding the best possible path for your trade.
So it optimizes the price automatically.
Yes, aiming to get you the most favorable price possible, even if you're trading something less common. The implication here is pretty stark.
Which is?
Well, as more assets, stocks, bonds, maybe even real estate get tokenized and move on to Stellar, how do the old exchanges compete? When Stellar offers instant trades for pennies, it's a tough value proposition for them.
It certainly forces them to rethink things.
Okay, so we've got the network, the DX, the AI doing compliance and liquidity. What actually powers all this? What makes it run?
That would be XLM or Lumens. It's Stellar's native digital currency.
And the research is quite clear it's not meant to be seen as just another cryptocurrency, right?
Not at all. It's described more as the measuring stick for all assets on the network.
A measuring stick.
Yeah, think of it as the global liquidity backbone. Its main job is to make transactions smooth, especially between different currencies. It acts like a bridge.
So if I want to send euros and someone wants to receive dollars, XLM can act as the intermediate step in that exchange, happening instantly behind the scenes. It also allows all these different assets, stocks, bonds, carbon credits, whatever, to be valued and traded against a common denominator.
And it helps keep those fees low.
Hugely. Because it facilitates these direct exchanges, it cuts out the need for multiple currency conversion steps and the middlemen involved in each.
Right. The source material had this incredible example, moving $1 billion worth of assets.
Yeah.
The fee on Stellar could be less than $1.
It sounds unbelievable, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But that's the potential scale of the cost savings. I remember wiring a much smaller sum internationally once, and the fees felt, well, painful. The thought of moving $1 billion for pocket change, it really challenges everything we accept about financial plumbing.
It absolutely does. It perfectly highlights the shift. Which brings us back to that core vision, doesn't it? A financial system, well, basically without all the traditional intermediaries.
That's the goal. Stellar is building a system where, theoretically, anyone could issue an asset. Anyone could trade it without needing to go through the old bank infrastructure.
With AI handling compliance, hopefully reducing fraud and those painful delays.
With transactions costing next to nothing, putting real pressure on Wall Street's cost structure.
And the whole network designed to be open, fair, not controlled by any single powerful entity.
Now, let's be realistic. The NYSE, NASDAQ, JP Morgan, they aren't going to vanish tomorrow.
No, of course not.
But the sheer efficiency of something like Stellar, the speed, the transparency, those incredibly low costs, it creates immense pressure. The old system will have to adapt or, risk becoming obsolete in many areas.
So the future of finance, at least according to these sources, looks increasingly decentralized, powered by AI.
And potentially running on networks like Stellar. It's a compelling picture.
It really is. And it leaves us with a final thought for you, the listener. Given this potential fractional ownership for pennies, nearly free global transactions, trading directly without brokers, how might a truly decentralized AI-driven financial system change your personal access to investing, to managing your money? What does it mean for how you'll interact with assets in the future? Definitely something to think about until our next deep dive.